How to discover psychological calmness. What is your understanding of the term tranquility? Then we are individuals and we respond to everything. I would like to state that for the identical phenomenon or the identical object, an individual provides three different viewpoints. The first opinion, how great it is, I will need it. The second opinion, I told you everything is not right, everything will be bad. And thirdly, I don't need it. Do you see? Three different opinions. What does it depend on? Based on your current mood, stemming from your desires and aspirations in this life and the objectives you aim to accomplish. Thus, the concept of psychological equilibrium is considered abnormal and deviates from the norm in psychology. You need to react. An individual needs to react to everything without any exceptions. He should not be delayed, so allow me to put it this way. In order to maintain psychological balance, you need to be aware of two essential things. The initial aspect is that an individual behaves as though existing in two separate realms. The initial realm is the physical world, which comprises 30% of its overall activity. In the material world, an individual acquires material possessions like an apartment, means of transportation, clothing, and household appliances to fulfill their material needs. In general, everything that makes up his everyday life is material values. It is through material values that he obtains by engaging with the material world that he acquires the necessary resources for his sustenance and growth. However, this interaction constitutes only 30% of his life. All other aspects of his existence are connected to his spiritual life. And this spiritual life alters a person's mood, modifies his energy, transforms his attitude towards life, and brings about changes in his contacts with other people. Thus, I reiterate once more that these 70% have an exceedingly powerful and undeniable influence on the overall well-being and state of health. How can we escape from this state? How can we find a way to integrate these two worlds that coexist, the world of matter and the world of spirit in which we are immersed, and seek harmony? I would like to express this primarily. Organize your material world, because without possessing an apartment, without possessing clothes, without having the chance to raise children, you will not have the capacity to completely participate in your spiritual life. Initiate by commencing with this specific part, and only subsequently, once you have already acquired a certain minimum of material values, by which I mean essential items necessary for sustaining life, should you then embark on the journey of delving into the spiritual world and exploring its profound depths. What else? You can, of course, perform it in parallel, but my suggestion is to initially accomplish the material part and subsequently proceed to that location. Don't get carried away with material. Why? Because the material world is captivating. You possess an apartment, you desire to possess additional ones. You own one car, you desire to own more. You possess a single set of garments, yet you desire additional ones. This is a habit-forming tendency. However, it is important to remember that this complete immersion in the physical realm ultimately results in the realization that ultimately one's essence is reduced to that of a mere animal. You discontinue your involvement in human activity, and human activity encompasses a profound spiritual dimension. What is the realm of spirituality, if explained in the simplest terms? The spiritual world is the quest for ultimate truth and meaning in life. I will make it even simpler. The spiritual world is all about the acquisition of new knowledge. Let's not forget the words of the eminent scientist Richard Dawkins, a highly influential figure in the field. Nobel laureate geneticist, he was the first in 1976 to give a definition of what life is. He conveyed that life is the realization of knowledge. Can you even start to fathom the magnitude of it? Life is the implementation of knowledge. What does this mean? This is not wealth accumulation. The accumulation of wealth should only take up 30% of your life. Implementation of knowledge means that one must constantly consume new knowledge. Here it is. Spirituality Spirituality is when you constantly find new knowledge, understand this knowledge, apply it in your life, and then you can live long, happy, and healthy. Why do you need to live a long, happy, and healthy life? It is because you want to leave a meaningful legacy behind. Why? Because we came into this life and are already benefiting from what previous generations have done for us. Our task is not only to make use of what has already been achieved by previous generations, but also to take proactive measures ourselves in order to leave a meaningful imprint on life, and this imprint could be utilized and built upon by future generations, ensuring a continuum of progress and growth for the betterment of society as a whole. Who are the upcoming generations? I want to remind. These are not your kids, not your grandkids. These are the individuals who will survive after you in a span of 100 years. This is the imprint you should strive to leave in your life. This signifies a purely spiritual form of human existence in its entirety.
Dear subscribers, hi. Thank you for watching up to this point. This is a small ad integration. Do not rewind. It assists us in publishing new videos as we lack monetization for views. Dear subscribers, we have a website about the faculty. Currently, you can observe the professor working on creating distinctive articles, distinctive lectures, and distinctive podcasts, which are not on any platform. These are the most modern knowledge, the freshest extracts of the professor. So go ahead, the website will be at the bottom. We will be closing the faculty enrollment in December. If you are watching us in the recording, it means the faculty is open. Thank you very much. Come on, subscribe.